So the debris removal, phase one, we want done in the next 30 days.
An urgent order by the governor now sparking debates in communities over where the EPA should store fire debris and waste.
It's just mass confusion every day, and now we're going to add this to it.
Plus, displaced students now say another district is shutting them out.
They've already had so much taken away from them, and you guys are now adding to the pain.
And I said, you don't give a blink about my house. And he said, ma'am, I am not going to let your house burn down.
And stories of perseverance and connections made amid the chaos.
Did you find Will?
I did. I found Will. He's right here.
Good afternoon, Deborah.
Welcome to Rebuilding SoCal, our commitment to give you the latest developments in the wake of the fires. I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Amy Johnson. Here at KCAL, your stories matter, but more importantly, you matter. And we'll keep you at the forefront of our coverage as we rebuild SoCal.
We'll be here Fridays at 4:30 on KCAL. You can find this half hour on our YouTube page and website as well.
Yeah, we'll get answers and hold leaders accountable while showcasing Southern California's solidarity and strength, because we stand with you.
That's right. We're going to start with the hazardous waste removal underway for both major fires.
Yeah, there are growing debates and concern about where the EPA wants to store the debris, including Will Rogers State Beach.
I don't understand why, if the waste is so toxic, why are you transporting it to the beach when the beach is already closed just from the runoff? And now you're going to concentrate the waste at the beach?
Well, the EPA says it will temporarily use the parking lot at Will Rogers State Beach to process hazardous materials from nearby homes. The agency says they chose the site for its flat and open space and proximity to affected properties. The EPA is also using a separate site in Topanga.
And the same conversations are happening in the San Gabriel Valley over where to process Eaton Fire waste. There has been an uproar over the use of the Lario staging area in Azusa.
You're moving this toxic waste across cities, and you're putting it in an area really close to a water source, a separate water source, right? When the rains come, that contamination is going to be all over the place.
An EPA spokesperson told us that is not the case. He also says 30 days is the fastest the agency has been asked to clear wildfire debris.
At the floor, there's a thick plastic liner, and then over top of that, we have mats covering the whole area. The stuff that we bring in is in a double-lined plastic bag. We put it down on a covered table, open it up, and then we sort it into boxes which are lined. So the materials never touch the ground.
The EPA is also saying these are not disposal sites or long-term storage, adding it will monitor air quality to protect public health. The Army Corps of Engineers has a history of incredible work and is no stranger to disaster relief.
They're tasked with handling phase 2 of local fire debris cleanup, but their handling of a 2017 fire in Northern California has raised some red flags. 1,000 Sonoma County homeowners say the contractors the Corps hired damaged or removed perfectly fine foundations, retaining walls, sidewalks, and other infrastructure. Now, those contractors were paid by the ton, and the more they took, the more money they made. Our Tom Waite is scheduled to speak with the Army Corps of Engineers about the issue, so we'll follow up on that when he does. He also raised the issue last week with Congressman Brad Sherman, who represents the Palisades.
We have to design these contracts so there isn't a perverse incentive to take more than is necessary. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I will bring it. I'm sure they've thought of it, but I want to make sure that there's no perverse incentive in these contracts.
And we're following up now with Representative Brad Sherman, who's joining us from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for your time, Congressman.
Good to be with you.
First, have you gotten any update from the Army Corps of Engineers regarding the issues raised in Northern California?
I brought it to their attention. I don't have a response. It takes them a few days at least, but we need to make sure that we don't have perverse incentives to take too little or to take too much. It occurs to me that if you're trying to take too much, you're more likely to take dirt than foundation. But in either case, paying by the ton does create a perverse incentive to try to take as much as possible. Ultimately, you need supervision. to make sure that they're taking the right amount of dirt, that they're removing foundations where it's appropriate and not where it's not appropriate. Keep in mind that a lot of people look at their foundation and they think, God, we got to save that, until they realize that the heat has destroyed pipes and other things in the foundation, and it may not be suitable. So not every foundation should be saved, but it's up to the homeowner, hopefully well advised, to determine whether the foundation should be taken. And then finally, sometimes you can't take a foundation because even if you don't want it at your home, it's part of a system that holds up the hill. That's much more of an issue in Palisades, which of course is quite hilly as compared to Altadena, which is flatter land.
So many different factors to consider. Congressman, there's been concern over the EPA's use of Will Rogers State Beach lot there. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the EPA's impressed me with their expertise, and yet you hate to see anything toxic near the Palisades and certainly near the beach. That being said, we're talking about what I hope is a maximum 30-day process, and they need to be able to assure the community that it's all gone in 30 days. The EPA is doing the phase 1, which both the president and the governor have instructed them to get done in 30 days. That would be a record, but I think they may very well be able to achieve that. But then there's phase 2, which involves an awful lot more material and will take a lot longer.
It's now been 1 month since the Palisades Fire, an area that you represent. So what are you hearing from your constituents?
Well, first and foremost, they want to be able to rebuild quickly. Second, they want to get the resources to rebuild. Now, for most of them, that's their fire insurance. And there are problems with some fire insurance companies, and many of them are underinsured. So even if they get the full maximum provided by their policy, and even if they get it promptly, they're going to need additional federal aid. And then they're turning to a federal government that is not known for its speed. We're finally getting rebuilding money for Maui, and that was over 2 years ago. Obviously, I expect us to act more quickly than that. And then finally, I have to deal with an atmosphere in Washington that is hostile to California and is looking for excuses not to provide more than the basic $43,000 of aid that those who are underinsured are entitled to.
All right, Congressman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, team spirit still alive despite devastation. The student players who got to bolt up Charger style.
Do you know the mental health this is causing my children? Accept the children.
Plus, families fighting with one district to take in their kids after losing their school.
And we partnered with the American Red Cross to help fire victims. If you'd like to donate, scan that QR code or go to redcross.org/KCAL.
Take away this pause on enrollment. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know that my kid needs to be in class.
Frustrated parents attending Beverly Hills Unified Board meetings demanding that kids impacted by the Palisades Fire be allowed into Beverly Hills School District. The Beverly Hills Unified School District says they simply don't have enough space for them. This issue has caused lots of controversy, and it has caused people to write in. I want to show you an email we got from a viewer saying, according to the comment section, victims from the Palisades Fire are being denied admissions to the Beverly Hills Unified School District in violation of emergency orders. But is it actually in violation of emergency orders? That's what we're looking into, and we want to start with parents attending those board meetings, pleading for their kids to be enrolled.
You know how devastating that is for my children? Do you know the mental health this is causing my children? Accept the children. Do it for the children. Aren't you guys educators? Don't you guys care? I mean, I can't even believe how livid. I would have rather you slam the door in my face on day one than lead me to believe and have hope that you would take them. But to take that away from my kids, they've already had so much taken away from them, and you guys are now adding to the pain.
Yeah, now here's the issue. The Beverly Hills Unified School District says they have taken as many kids as they are able to. They say that number is 47. They say without adding any more teachers, that's the max that they can take. And while some people understand that, they're frustrated with how all of this went down, saying Beverly Hills Unified promised them that their kids could come to the school only to reject them. They're also not happy with how some of the comments are being made at some of these board meetings. This was a contentious board meeting this week. I want to play you some of that video.
One question for that. None of those 7 lost their homes, is that correct? They just want to switch schools now. It's an opportunity and they want to take advantage of it, so they think they can take advantage of it. Is that correct?
We're taking the funds away from our students that we already have. So we can only use as much as we can use. And I think taking 47 students is way beyond what we even should have taken. And I think it was very generous of us to do so.
So there's really 2 hot topics that the board members have been talking about. They've been talking about the number of students. They've been talking about have their homes burned down or not. And that's based on an interpretation of the executive order from Governor Gavin Newsom. The board thinks that they only have to take students whose homes actually burned down, not the ones that were impacted by their schools burning down, but only if their homes burned down. The LA County Board of Education said, no, you have to take everyone. Regardless, they say they're at their cap. Now, you also heard about money. Beverly Hills School District, along with Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District, is districts that get money solely from their tax dollars of their residents. They don't get any funding from schools, or from the state rather. So if you add another kid, it doesn't automatically mean added funding. But what is Santa Monica Malibu doing? They're the school district just over the hill here, and I want to show you that right here. Their high school has taken 47 kids, their middle schools have taken 16, and their elementary schools have taken 55. Those numbers far greater than what Beverly Hills Unified has taken. Now, Beverly Hills Unified will tell you that's because they're a much smaller school district and they simply don't have the funds. I want to point out that I did reach out to Beverly Hills School District. I left them a voicemail, I texted them, called them, emailed them. They have not responded to be a part of this story or have any comment on their not letting children into the school district, but very frustrated parents from the Palisades fire. Guys?
All right, Mike, thank you. And if you have a tip about the fires that you want Mike to look into, scan this QR code or visit kcalnews.com/tips. Well, it's been an unimaginable time for the students who lost their schools and their homes.
Well, this week, the Palisades High School football team got a welcome distraction, gaining an invite to the Chargers training facility in El Segundo.
Even the most devastating thing that's happened in your life, you can always come back from it. And, you know, the Chargers having us here, there's life that's been put back into our kids.
The players were decked out in Chargers gear and put through some real NFL drills. The visit also included a $50,000 donation to help with the equipment and facilities the team lost in the Palisades fire. Well, a promise fulfilled and a lasting bond created.
Those guys saved my house.
The fierce woman who fought to save her home and the help that came just in time.
And we'll hear from the firefighter who got to present the top award at the Grammys.
And he jumps up and he says, "My name is Will, and I'm getting ready to save your house."
An Altadena woman fighting to save her home during the Eaton fire got the help she needed and just in the nick of time. Firefighters did in fact save her home, and our KCAL News team found them.
Joey Benedict connected the heroes with the grateful woman.
Everything all across the street was in flames.
It's a morning no one in Altadena will soon forget. Certainly not Deborah Ross.
Embers this big floating through the air. It was like a dream or something.
She stood outside her home on Olive Avenue trying to save it with a garden hose and prayed for a miracle.
I was screaming and hollering, and I got real scared because dark and the soot. Then the 2 trucks pulled up. This big tall white guy gets out of the fire truck and he jumps up and he says, "My name is Will, and I'm getting ready to save your house." And I said to him while he was walking, I said, "You don't give a blink about my house." And he said, "Ma'am, I am not going to let your house burn down. I am not going to let your house burn down."
And he and his crew saved it.
In my home, I just got smoke damage.
Still damaged and smoky. Miss Ross can't help but remember the brave men she now calls her heroes.
Well, if you're out there, thank you. I love you guys.
With a little searching, we realized We were there too. We're here on Olive right now, and the crew wasn't too far away. The 4 firefighters who showed up that day came from CAL FIRE Riverside Station 73 in Temecula.
Did you find Will?
I did. I found Will. He's right here.
Good afternoon, Deborah.
Captain Will Smith has been a firefighter for more than 20 years.
Was there anything about Deborah that made you remember her?
Oh, yeah, her stubbornness. She was very adamant about staying and doing what she could to defend her home.
Captain Smith and his crew were already on shift when they got the call to go to the Eaton fire that Tuesday night. He says they had already been up for more than 24 hours when firefighter Cameron Cable saw Miss Ross.
I was surprised to find an old lady with a really sweet looking hat trying to put that house out.
He grabbed his captain and fellow crew members and went to work.
It's a good memory to have. Definitely we won't forget it. We won't forget her.
In fact, they found her again 2 days later when she showed up to get clothes and took this photo. But then it was back to work for 3 weeks in Altadena. But with thousands of homes lost, they admit saving her home is bittersweet.
In stark contrast to, you know, all the homes that we didn't save, because it's not a good feeling. I won't ever forget those either.
What did I tell you?
But for today, these firefighters say they will savor the joy of this one homeowner and smile that they made a difference on this street and were able to fulfill their promise to Miss Ross and give her something to come home to.
I need to see Will to give him a big hug and tell him thank you. Those guys saved my house.
Joy Benedict, KCAL News.
I'm so happy for her.
Yes, yes. Well, music's biggest night celebrated artists and also first responders and small businesses.
We may not have a physical location anymore, but we will rebuild.
The skate shop featured by the Grammys and the original Skater Girl.
For that to happen and then it to come, it's so much and so grand was really amazing and overwhelming.
Plus, A-listers honoring our A-list heroes, the heartwarming tributes on the award stage. Well, the Grammys raised more than $7 million for fire relief.
The show also featured 4 impacted small businesses during its commercials.
As soon as it aired, like, it's kind of crazy to see that happen in real time like that.
Palisades opened in 1999 and was the longest-running woman-owned skate shop in the country until the Palisades Fire destroyed it. Owner Erica Simpson says she was losing hope until she got the call from a producer wanting to feature the business. The shoot was at Manhattan Beach Skate Park with the original Skater Girl, Avril Lavigne. Right now, everything is on back order, but Palisades is working on to expedite those online orders.
Well, firefighters were also in the spotlight at the Grammys. They received a standing ovation as they took the stage. LA County Fire Chief Anthony Maroney and Fire Captain Sheila Kelleher-Burko also presented the Album of the Year award. The captain told me about her experience and the excitement for Beyonce's win.
I'm a Texas girl, so my heart goes out to Texas and what she did in the country genre, and I love the fact that she colored outside of the lines, and I love the fact that that was honored. So when I opened that up and saw it was her, you could see I got my words twisted for a second because I read it in my mind, and then I tried to say it, and Carter came out first, so I was truly happy for her.
Well, she also said the standing ovation they received was overwhelming but incredible to see.
They surely deserve it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we want to thank you for watching Rebuilding SoCal. I'm Amy Johnson. We'll be back next Friday at 4:30 right here on KCAL.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. You can also find this show on our YouTube page and website.